Right. And we're welcome to the Crew Bar, and we have Ray Zachary all the way from Canada, along with BBC Pete and Fruity with his underwear, but it's not his underwear, and it's not Colonel's underwear that's cruising across from Halifax to Iceland.
And it's not my neighbours because theirs are bigger.
How do you know?
I was going to tell the Colonel he should complain. Maybe you'll get free Wi-Fi out of it or something, or a better beverage package.
Probably.
Actually, Ray, I don't think he needs a better beverage package because he was on earlier and I think he may have had a beverage.
Seems like every time he contacts us.
He's got free beverage and boxes.
Perhaps it's my long lost underwear from the Sun P days. I never did get those back.
They're still in use, Ray. They're still in use. Yeah. Oh, it's even better. Right. Scotty. Thanks, Fruity. Yeah, so Scotty's hopefully can't get in, but he's now got the other iPad thing. Try this. It has the passcode. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And before I forget, Steve Walker apologises. He will more than likely not be in tonight. He's actually been invited out for something to eat, which is such a rarity that he's pulling out. He's pulling out, literally. So anyway, we are recording this, Ray, so keep the language.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can't get it edited.
No, it's edit-free recording. Did you know what? Hang on, who's that coming in?
That's Scotty.
Hang on. Well done, Scott. He's just coming in. And Donut.
Oh, and Donut.
Oh, excellent. Oh, yeah, there's Mrs. Donut.
Mrs.
Lovely.
Donut.
And Brendan's coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, Brendan, remove that.
Hi, guys.
Lovely. Oh, I better rename things, don't I? Louise, are you going to stay there as well? It would be lovely if you do, because I'll...
No.
Hey?
No, she's handing it over.
Oh, hang on. One went down.
Because she's better looking than me, I know.
Yeah. Lovely to see you, Louise. Thanks for your help, as usual.
And this is for everybody.
Whose fingers are they?
Oh,
This is for everybody.
Hello, good evening.
hello.
I like it, Colin.
This one, Donut.
Well, we went to Donegal last week.
Ah,
Right.
Dave told
So I had to buy a
me we
t-shirt.
were recording this, so I can't read your T-shirt out loud, apparently, because it's...
Egypt.
Oh, what's happened here? I can see everybody, but you're all frozen. No, start again.
Donut.
Hello. If you freeze, I'm sorry.
No,
Dave, are those your apple catchers behind you in the picture?
No, no, he's frozen.
They're my next door neighbours.
yeah. they match Colonels.
He's done very well for himself. He's got more than
yeah.
one.
How do you know, John?
Yeah.
How do you know that, Dave?
What, that they're my next door neighbours?
No. Sorry. How does
He's
Dave
in the
know
garden.
they match the Colonels?
Oh,
Is this
only from what he's been sending off the ship. He's been doing update reports on underwear on the ship.
Oh, I did read that actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was quite funny. I think he should complain like hell.
I said that too. You get free Wi-Fi out of it or something.
Yeah, give me the free Wi-Fi forever.
Definitely. Mind you, if there were a pair of his boxer shorts, he'd get a bloody good signal from Wi-Fi, wouldn't he?
I stayed in a hotel. I stayed in a hotel room once, and the night that I arrived there, I get into bed and I could feel something inside the bed, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And so I reached down in, and there was a pair of socks.
A sock.
Oh,
A pair of socks.
here's
Yeah.
here's Hilda. I wonder if,
Inside the bed.
Hilda, did you come on your bike?
You,
Did you come on your bike?
no, I was the bike.
I should have.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Flipping there. That was good. That was good.
There's a thing, isn't there?
Yeah.
No. There's a thing.
Super
Isn't there?
tart, super. Right, that's good.
John, I take it you have seen that thing on Facebook
No,
about
no.
the Eastbourne naked cyclist.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Better.
We haven't. Scotty. There's Scotty. Right.
Hello, David. Everybody.
Zachary.
Scotty, all right.
Hang on. Rename. We're going.
Where's Mr. Manchester United tonight, Stevie?
He's not happy.
Apologies. He's been invited out for dinner, Colin.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. And he was the only one who got invited. None of the rest of us did.
No.
So,
Talking about apple catchers behind you, Fruity. A couple of years ago, we took with a friend, and we took a walk along the White Cliffs at Dover. There, we were walking to Deal, and we were just sat down having a break, and we were eating a Cornish pasty and having a drink, and this guy came past, and all he was wearing was a pair of old granny knickers and a rucksack. And we took a double take, and it dawned on us. I don't know if you remember, there was a guy in the UK a few years ago that decided to walk around the UK naked. And he did have the Naked Rambler, they called him. That was it. Yeah. And he got as far as Scotland, and they threw him in the Nick. And every time he got out of the Nick, he stepped out naked. And they threw him back in again. And this went on for about 3 or 4 years, and eventually he realised he'd have to put something on. So he put something on to cover up his modesty. But it was when we were sat, and this guy, it was him. It was the Naked Rambler. So he was covered up.
This could only happen in the UK.
Yeah.
But
and he had a pair just similar to what Fruity's got on in that picture behind him.
It's definitely not my garden, by the way.
It sounds to me like this guy was looking for a free dinner every night by being thrown in jail.
Yeah,
well, actually, Colin, you got a point there. And a free bed.
A free bed and a free dinner every night. Free bed and breakfast.
Yeah, it's quite a story.
Yeah,
nowadays you probably get free Wi-Fi as well.
Yes.
Well, Aggie used to like free in a bed.
Where you can eat.
Where you can eat.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. Hey, now look, who was it that thought they might know where Aggie is? Brendan, did you hear?
Well, the last I read from Aggie, it was very strange. We got a message that he was coming through Dover, and that could he stop in, and he stayed the night. And we had a nice supper, and we caught up with everything, had a laugh and a joke. He was, if I recall correctly, he was managing one of these like 7-Eleven type stores near where he lived.
So that'd be Eastleigh way then, Southampton.
Eastleigh, yeah, in the Eastleigh area. And anyway, he was on a motorbike. He'd been on a holiday and everything, and he's much the same Aggie, you know. And
Bob Brewer, is it Bob Brewer you're talking about?
Yeah, Aggie Brewer, yeah. And then he got on his bike. We said goodbye, and that was the last we heard of him, because we used to send him a Christmas card to his address.
Yeah,
but it all went completely dead. So I hope he's all right. I don't know. I've not heard anything.
Well,
I need to say here that I've got him on Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I have, but I haven't heard for a long time. Well, later on, I'll dig into it a little bit, see if I can find him.
Colin, it was his birthday recently, and I sent him a message on Facebook, got nothing back. And if you go onto his Facebook page, there's been no action on there for a long time. The last time I saw him was in Southampton. Oh, it's got to be about 6-7 years ago. There was a reunion at the cricket ground in Southampton.
Okay.
And he was there. Mm-hmm. And I've not seen him since. but he did tell me he was looking after an old guy somewhere down. I thought he said Eastbourne way, John, but and he was out looking after this old chap. But I've no idea. No idea.
Because he lived in Eastleigh,
digging and see what happens.
Yes, John. I went on to BT to try and find if his telephone line was still active, and it wasn't. It didn't come up at all.
I've got his address actually.
Yeah,
we used to send Christmas cards there.
Woodpecker Way. Woodpecker Way, I think it is.
That's
36.
right, yeah.
36 Woodpecker Way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We haven't heard for a long time. We stopped sending the cards a couple of years ago but it's quite it's worrying when you don't hear back from someone you sent a Christmas card to. It's either, I don't know, maybe they just don't like you anymore, or it could be worse. They've actually pushed up the daisies.
Well, Bob Aggie was on the ferries for a little while. I'm going back too many years now, and he was perfectly all right then. I know it was a long time ago and all that, but I didn't know where he lived. No idea where he lived.
Yeah, Eastleigh.
He lived in Eastleigh. Originally, it was his parents' house, but he bought it.
That's
right. It was a
right.
council place. And then when they passed away, and he still had it.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think he was still living there this time when I saw him in Southampton. But then it was some conversation we had on Facebook when he said that he was helping some old guy down in, I'm sure he said it was Eastbourne. But I don't know. I don't know anyone else who would know.
No.
Hello, Ollie.
Hello, David. Hello, good evening.
Hi, Ollie.
Hello, Ollie.
Oliver.
John.
I don't know whether Phil Butcher might know.
Oh, I did.
Possible.
Oh, I did send Phil the invite.
Philip might
Does
know.
anyone know if he might come in tonight? Anyone been in touch this week? Fruity?
Well, he phoned me this week, but he never said anything at all about tonight. Best send him the email.
I did. I have.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have. But no joy there at the moment. I might call him in a minute.
Did everybody get
go ahead.
Did everybody get a message from the Colonel saying he would try and join for the last half hour or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colin, he's already been in.
Oh, was he?
And I think he may have had some beverage.
Right.
No, don't believe you.
Don't believe
the Colonel.
This is totally unacceptable when you're supposed to be in a meeting.
Yeah.
He wasn't watching porn, was he?
Yeah.
No, he was trying to buy a tractor.
He wasn't doing a swap, was he?
We saw the trailer. Yeah.
Oh, God. Right.
He's going to hate it because he can't cut any of this out.
No. Yeah, say what you like about Colonel because he's not doing any editing. It's great.
All right.
Oh dear. Yeah. Hey, mind you, you looked like he had a bit of rough weather, didn't he? Coming over to Halifax.
From leaving from Halifax, wasn't it?
Halifax to Iceland, yeah.
About 6 hours late or something, wasn't he?
I wonder if he was seasick or just sick of the sea.
Probably.
You're frozen again, you lot.
She didn't take the right drag. That is for certain, didn't she?
Yeah.
Hey, he certainly didn't take the right drag. If he went in Caribbean clothes to Iceland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs walk the nose underpants to keep him warm. Oh dear. Yeah.
He said he was going to buy some stuff in Halifax, didn't he, or something? Get a woolly pulley or something.
Yes, he did, didn't he? Yeah. That was the thought. That was the plan. So, Ollie, we missed you last week, obviously, but did you see the recording of the Oscar tale with the Easter cake?
Well, I had the Easter cake for him, yeah.
Have you seen the recording?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, honestly, get which is it on, Fruity? Is it on Facebook?
I don't do Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, mind you, we might be able to get it on the other side.
Are you on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
I think I might have uploaded it onto WhatsApp.
Okay, just send it back to me then.
I can't send it on Messenger because it's too big a file.
Yeah, on WhatsApp and Messenger.
Either that, or if you've got my email address, I can send it to you by email through Google, because Google compresses it.
I haven't got your email address. No.
Right. Well, it's.
We'll get that.
Have you got a pen?
Hang on, I've got a quill.
Quill.
Have you got the ink? Have you got the ink and a bit
I've lost you.
And have you got some ink and a bit of parchment?
I've lost all your.
Are you sharpening the lead in your pencil?
There's definitely no lead in that pencil. I can tell you that for nothing. Go on then.
Right,
it's
warding out.
Right, it's Dave. It's Dave.Traynor, TRAYNOR at B.
T. Say that again. T.
Dave.Traynor, TRAYNOR at btinternet.com. And I'm now out into the world.
That's it. You've invited every man and his dog.
.com. So that's Dave.Traynor at btinternet.com.
That's it. If you email me, just send me an email and then I'll send you the thing back.
Okay.
You'll get it back from a different email address though.
Okay.
I have to send it through Google.
Got you.
Who's seen the recording? Put your hands up, because if you haven't, seriously,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good. It is very, very good, very helpful. Hilda, you need to get on it and watch it.
Well, you've just heard my email address, so when you watch the replay, just email me, and then I will email you back the recording.
The recording of what? Sorry, I was in the kitchen.
Of the Oscar tale.
Of
his Easter cake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't got yours yet. Oh, have you got? No, you haven't got.
You're eating yours, Hilda.
No, I've got John's. It's in my cupboard. It's in the shoebox. Along with the kernels.
I've got my one. I haven't opened it. What's it taste like?
Yeah, it's very nice. It's good.
I've eaten mine.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Fruity?
Yeah. Did you have a bird's nest as well?
I had a bird's nest. I had a little chocolate bunny and I had an egg.
Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting. All about the marzipan, the 11, not 12, not the 12 apostles. It's the 11. Anyway, I won't go into details, but it's very, very interesting. Very.
I kind of lost my thread there for a second with the view, with all of the pictures up there, and then I hear Fruity saying, "I've eaten mine." So I was thinking that's quite a trick.
And you're not talking about his washing line, are you?
No.
That's Nimpers.
No, Scotty, have you put the fire out? It's smouldering behind you.
That's Blackpool Bob's first ship.
Go on then. What? Not the Tuesday. No, I'm trying to think back. It was the.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but I think that one sank off of Walmer or somewhere.
Right.
Along the coast here.
Got it.
He was on his first one was a Strath boat, wasn't it, Scotty?
I think it was 53. He said.
Amazing.
Fantastic. And I think Oscar went on one of the Straths as well, didn't he? I think Oscar was on
Phil
one of the Strath boats.
When did Oscar come to sea then? Because the Strath boats finished in the
1912.
Finished in the 60s, didn't they?
I think it was 64 or 65. Did it? Was the last draft boat finished?
Yeah,
I think he might have actually caught the tail end of it, John. Done maybe one trip or something on before they finished. But it was about the mid-60s that Oscar first went to sea.
I think that was the Stratheden was the last one.
I think he did serve this. I think it was a Stratheden he mentioned he'd been on.
Because that was the one that was off Malta when the Canberra had the fire on. Was it the maiden voyage?
I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
I thought the last one was a Strathmore.
You might be right. I wouldn't swear to it. If I had it in my mind, it was the Eden, but you could be right.
I'm sure I went to a
pressure,
port
Scotty.
in '69, and there was one of them tied up somewhere that obviously been sold on since P&O. But somebody recognised it, and it was still going around.
There was at sea. They were still going when I first went to sea, but I never stepped on any of them. A friend of mine was a bellboy on the Stratheden, I think it was.
Right.
I just got a text from the Colonel.
Oh, okay. Go on, Ray. How is he?
The Colonel said he's going to join. He's going to join momentarily.
Oh, is he?
Oh,
Live from the mid-ocean.
So behave yourselves.
Well, it's a shame we haven't all got our underpants hanging up. It's never too late.
Dave, when he's on, I've got a good underpants story if you guys want to bear with me. But I'll wait till the Colonel gets on.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, we need it. We need it.
I got caught out the other day we went out for coffee, and there was a woman there, not in hearing distance, and there was a comment about a red hat. So I said, well, you know what they say about people that wear red hats? And they looked at me, and I had a bloody red hat on.
And I noticed that the different times of the day where we all are. And I Ray, you're in Canada, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a cup of coffee in your hand.
I do,
got a
yeah.
nice glass of wine.
I know. I'm going to have to change this. I'm going to have to make an exception one weekend and just imagine I'm in the crew bar in the morning and have a few bevies.
Well, the thing is, it's who's in Australia at the moment?
Bob.
Nobody's in Aussie at the moment, are they?
No,
Blackpool Bob's gone out there, hasn't he? Flown out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Steve Walker.
A live report from Steve Walker, our CBD. Where are you, Steve?
I'm just waiting to be picked up. That's why. I just
the
thought I'd have a
stop?
quick visit. I'm waiting to be picked up.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Aren't you lucky?
I'm standing on a corner.
Yeah.
Have you got something hanging out your back pocket, Steve?
Yeah. A checked handkerchief.
Sorry.
I bet your heels are killing you, aren't they?
Oh, I can't find the right pants.
David, Fruity will lend you some. He's got some hanging up.
I believe so. And I believe John's got a load.
There we are. Yeah,
Would you want the ones with the holes in?
Yeah, I was wondering where the holes were that he was referring to.
Too much detail.
It doesn't take a lot of working out, Ray.
That's why I asked him if they were That's why I asked him if they were crutchless.
Johnnyless.
Colin, I meant to ask you on your island trip. Did you meet Noel's family and Seamus's family?
We went to. We drove down to Athlone.
Yeah.
Noel and Tinker put us up for the night.
Lovely.
Very, very nice. Seamus and Nuala came over, and we had an absolute scream for the whole evening.
Brilliant.
It was absolutely brilliant.
A quiet night with Seamus.
Seamus is the love. Never met Nuala in her life. I've never met Nuala before.
No.
She's an absolute scream. She's a delight.
Fantastic.
A lovely person.
Anyway, guys, I'm just checking in on you. I'll catch up with you all later. Okay.
All right, Steve.
Okay, Steve.
Have a
good evening.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. We'll speak again.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Tinker, I think Tinker posted a a picture.
We did see a picture. Yeah.
The table. Yeah.
Nice picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice picture. And what a delight it was to see them. Absolutely wonderful. And Noel is so funny. Tinker's a delight. Nuala and seeing Seamus again, absolutely unbelievable.
He's not changed at all, is he?
What, Seamus?
Yeah, nothing.
No, not at all. No, he's just exactly the same as he was 30, 40 years ago. Unbelievable. And his wife, Nuala, is beautiful. She's a lovely girl.
Of course, the Welshman's over there. Is it this coming week? He's travelling over.
Alan's going over, isn't he?
Yeah, with the Taffmobile.
He was. He's going over in his Taffmobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's driving around, looking at things. Lovely. Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful. Absolutely delight.
Where else did you go, Colin? You were at Donegal, obviously, and
we were in Donegal. So we went to. On the way over, because we arrived on the early morning ferry in Belfast.
Okay.
We stayed in Belfast for the morning and went to the Titanic Museum.
Okay.
Oh, don't ever miss it. If you go there, go to Belfast for the Titanic Museum. It's brilliant. Absolutely
Talking
wonderful.
of old relics of the sea.
Yeah. It's really, really good. It is.
Colonel's just come in.
Well, Hick, here he is.
There's a couple of people who said they've been there as well. Dave, did you
Hello,
say you've
gentlemen.
been there?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
Amazing.
And the Colonel's going.
What are you guys talking about?
The Colonel's going to go as well. There's the Colonel now. There's the Colonel live at sea.
Colonel's live at sea.
See, here's the deal. Here's the deal. And I don't remember. I can take this over anytime I want to mute all of you, but I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to do that.
Anyway.
Don't start.
We are in the North Atlantic, probably getting close to where the mighty Hood was sunk. The North Atlantic. And I can't use bad language because Mrs. Kling's in the cabin and she'll chastise me. But any of you blankers who say, I'm missing the crew bar because I'm down in Cornwall, I'm in the bloody North Atlantic.
See what I mean? Honestly, we could have done without that. You know, I'm going to have to edit you. I'm going to edit you out. All right.
Who wants to see?
Hey, no, Colonel.
Who wants to see the North Atlantic?
Go on,
here we go. Here's the North Atlantic.
Is it blue by any
North Atlantic.
Is it?
There it is. There's the bridge.
Don't drop your phone over the side.
There.
Colonel, you're
frozen. You're frozen, Johnny.
You're frozen, Johnny.
Johnny, have you dipped your toe in that ocean?
Must be the iceberg there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll shut up. I'll shut up. But listen, before I shut up, I was talking to Mrs. Kling about our Alaskan cruise coming up, and I started singing the Lumberjack song, but I don't know the words. And I know you do, Dave, don't you?
Well, you ain't forgotten them again, have you, John?
I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day. I knock down trees. I wear high heels, suspenders, and a bra. It's obligatory to learn it.
I knew you'd know it, Ray.
Ray knows that off pat disturbingly too well.
You know it all, mate. You know it all.
Colonel, while you're on, Zachary has got a story about the underpants, but not
yes.
Raymond, over to you.
Because we've got a bit of an underwear theme, it reminds me of when I was on the Sun Princess Assistant Bars. I had my own cabin and I was working in the international lounge, the horse box, and I had a Goanese bedroom steward that would come by and clean my cabin. But I'm pretty clean. My cabin is always spotless. But he would take my laundry, right? And so I would just throw my laundry into one of those paper bags, and he would take it away. And a few days later, my laundry would come back all neatly folded with the string tied around it. I don't know if you guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
and a menu card, 2 menu cards.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like a Friday, and I go to my drawer where I keep my underwear, to get a new pair of underwear out, and there's no underwear in there. They're all gone. And so I'm looking at, where's all my underwear gone, right? So I get a hold of the steward, and he says, well, I brought your laundry back. It all, from the laundry, I guess there was no underwear with it. So I go down to speak to the chief laundryman to try to figure out where's my underwear gone. And he starts sort of yelling and saying, he no good, he no good. And he was referring to one of the new Chinese laundrymen who apparently had got all the laundry mixed up, and he was he said he's basically sending people's laundry to the wrong people, right? So all my underwear was gone. And I said, well, what do you mean it's gone? And he said, well, it's gone out there, but you no worry, it come back. He goes, it come back. And I was like, what do you mean it'll come back? And so I had this thought of all my underwear had gone out to like the Italian waiters, and eventually when they finished wearing them, they would send them back to the laundry, and I might get them back again. So the next day we're in Puerto Rico, I go ashore and try to find a department store to buy some more underwear, and I didn't know downtown Puerto Rico very well, but eventually I buy some underwear, I go back to the ship, I open a fresh pack, I put on a pair of underwear, and I go up to work. And that it's embarkation day, and it's quite busy. And as the evening wears on, I become aware that there's an itch in my underwear, and I'm not really sure what it is. And I was so busy at the bar that I couldn't really leave. And I was trying to scratch my balls without actually like looking like I'm scratching, the horse box, right? Many days worked in the horse box. You're very open there. Everybody can see what's going on. And so I'd be sort of walking around trying to somehow scratch myself. And I couldn't stand it any longer. It was driving me crazy. And I rushed out the back to the passenger restroom, which is just behind the International Lounge. Yeah. And I go in there, go into one of the cubicles, pull my trousers down and open up my underpants and look down, and there's something stuck to the end of my penis. And I reach down and pull it out, and there's a little white sticker, and it says, inspected by Mike.
Okay, guys, I tell you what, this Wi-Fi on my end, I'm glad it worked. It's not working that great, but I'll look forward to watching the recording. So I'm gonna let you go, and if Taffy comes on, remind him that it's only a week and 1 day or 2 days until we meet up in Dublin.
Brilliant. All right, Colonel. Will do.
Okay. And
okay,
I will send the link to the cloud recording to the Crew Bar Business and you guys. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll download it. All right.
Yeah, wonderful, Fruity. So I'm going to get out of here.
John, next week.
Yeah.
I'm in Spain, so I won't be able to do anything.
That's okay. That's okay, Fruity. I'll just post a link, and they can just watch it. It'll be fine. Okay, yeah. Great. Okay. Right. Thanks a lot.
All right, John.
Right. I'll see you.
Hey, John.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Bye, John.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Right. Now, just to let you know that Gizzy sends his apologies. He's only just getting on his way back, nearly back from the Tottenham-Leicester game. And obviously, for those of you who know the result, he's using the excuse of going to go and collect the dog from his missus. But we know it's because he's too upset to be on tonight, all right? But we're thinking of you, Gizzy. We are. All right. Cheers.
What was the scoreline then, Dave? I don't know.
It was 3-1.
3-0?
3-1.
3-1, was it?
Yeah. Not 3-0 like Brighton was yesterday. Well done, Ollie. Good away win for you.
At last.
Yeah.
Had a good season, Brighton. Had a very good season.
Actually, Woking won the Isthmian League the other day.
Very wonderful. Does anyone
Palace won yesterday against Southampton.
They won. And anyone want to ask Bristol City's scoreline?
Yes, please, David. What was it?
We actually scored most of our goals of the whole season yesterday.
Yeah.
we beat Hull 5-0. It was great.
Nice.
Preston Gate was rocking.
Absolutely. The Robins were rocking. Yeah. That was good. Anyway, Zachary, I know you want to talk more about football, so go ahead and say what you wish. And Fruity will throw in what he wants to as well.
Yeah. It's like a foreign language to me. Sometimes when I look at the Seagoing chat, I have no idea what's going on.
nor do we, and we watch it, So. Even better. So, no, Hilda, I know we always ask, but it's getting to that time with Blackpool Bob now he's already down in Australia. Do you know what Roger's up to? Is he going on tour yet?
No, I said I spoke to him the other day. Of course, we was in a different on a different Zoom login last week, and I'd sent him John the Colonel's login. I forgot to send him another one and say that like that for last week and for this week it was going to be a different login. I should have done it earlier on. I'll give him a call again during the week. What are we going to be on next week? Does anybody know?
It'd be a different one again, John.
Another one. But if you send Roger's email through to me, Hilda, I will add it to the email invites we send.
Well, he sent it to John, I believe, the Colonel, 2 weeks ago, because he sent to me a request for it, and I sent Roger John. That's it. John sent me his email. Would I pass it on to Roger to contact him, which I did. Then I got one back from Roger to say that he had contacted the Colonel. So I thought the communication was sort of going between the Colonel and Roger direct, but obviously it hasn't done.
Just check out if Roger's happy for me to have his email address and you forward it to me, I will be happy to send it if you want.
I'll have a look. I think I've got it on the laptop here somewhere. I'll check it later and send it to you if it's there.
Okay. Or whatever form of communication you have with him, then send that.
He's on WhatsApp.
Well, that'll do. We can add him on the C group, can't we, Fruity?
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send that through to him, to you rather.
When everything gets back to normal, when I say normal, when the Colonel's back home or whatever, and we've got a continuous link on this, I'll see if I can contact JR and Lindsay again. I'll try again.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
It's the last time I sent it to Lindsay, she said, "Oh, that'd be a great idea, but not at the moment," and I don't know why. So okay.
Well, whenever, yeah.
I'll try and get it. Try and get through again sometime.
We don't get many of the girls in here now, do we?
No.
Where's Mandy and all that lot there? Where are they gone then? Are they just occasionals? Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the name? Used to come in from California quite a bit, wasn't it? I've forgotten. Lynn was in a lot.
Yeah, she's disappeared as well.
Mandy.
I know we can't always make it every week, it happens.
No.
Sue in Spain. She was good. She was good.
I need a request. I have a request from everybody, and there's an incredibly good reason behind this. As a lot of you will know, that I was married to a real witch some years ago, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she ditched all my photographs while I was away.
That's right, I remember that. You remember you telling me that.
Okay, and what I'd like to know is if any of you have got photographs with me, with you lot, or whatever, or just you lot as well, you can just put them on the on WhatsApp, and I'll download them so I can get copies of them.
Yeah, I've got some.
Anything will do. Anything will do. Doesn't matter. I have
some. You, Colin, definitely.
She ditched the lot, the bitch did.
Yeah.
He threw them out while I was away. I had about 10, 12 photograph albums full of photographs, and she threw the whole lot in the fucking bin.
Colin, have you still got the same email address?
Yes, I don't think it's changed, Dave. Don't think it's
because I
changed.
think I've got a couple somewhere
Yeah.
of photographs.
Anything. Ships, me, you lot, whatever. You know, no matter what we were doing. Anything.
We've definitely got some, Colin. So I'll have a trawl through and see what we can find.
Just put them on WhatsApp, because what I can do is I've got the app where you can get prints for free.
Oh, okay.
It's called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's on my phone anyway. And I just pick them up, tap on the photographs, send them to them, and they send them for a £2.40 postage charge.
Very good.
I get 50 photographs a time.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very good.
Were you at Fraser's wedding, weren't you, Colin? Were you?
Fraser, yes.
Yeah, because it only reminded me, I have got a really good picture of you at Fraser's wedding, but you'll have to use a pair of scissors because
Thank you. Yes, I will cut that out. Thank you. Yes.
Is there somebody there you just referred to earlier?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he meant. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, horrible person.
Oh God, dear.
Unfortunately, she's still alive.
Yeah.
Colin.
Hang on a minute. Just a minute. I've got to tell you this story because this is very quick.
I lost sound. What happened?
Her mother said to me one day, what would happen if you'd have been still together today? And this was some years ago now. And I said, I would have been out by now. Oh, truly. She was going to get in that with a slit throat, I tell you. Dreadful. Horrible woman.
Oh,
the worst woman I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. Well, was she a friend of a friend?
Well, it definitely wasn't Dorothy.
A friend of Dorothy's, yeah.
We know a few of those.
Right, Dave, I think you're going to say, was she a friend of Bonbon's?
Did she?
Bonbon knew her?
No, he knew her, but he knew her because they lived in the same town.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was the only reason.
Got it. Yeah.
That's the only reason. He knew her face. He didn't know her, but facially he knew her.
Got it. Right. Yeah, because I had a feeling there was some sort of,
Only because she lived in the same town. That was all.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was her, Bonbon, and a horse. That was it. That was the tone. Yeah, that was it. Right.
Yeah. Anyway, another story. That's it. Yeah.
No,
we'll have a dig out.
Right. I just want to add just 2 seconds to that. Because of that horrible person, I now have 4 grandchildren and a great-grandchild as well, and another great-grandchild on the way.
There you go.
Goodness sake. So there's some good. There was some.
There's some good.
The spells did work then.
Well, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, some good out of it.
There you are. That's
excellent.
No, Pete. There's a mass crowd behind you. Where was this? And anyone can reel off any names I can see.
I can see Nellie Wallace on the end. Is it on Nellie at the end on the left?
You remember what ship that was, Pete?
That's the PP.
PP, Pacific.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, because that was the last time I sailed with her, and we were all trying to work out whether she was still around.
Who?
And so that Terry Dykes. Tracy? Big Tracy?
In the middle at the back?
Yeah.
The tallest one, yeah.
And that was the last time I sailed with her, and no one else could sort of remember anything after about 1985, 4-5.
Right.
So I just thought that
the shot, the one in the to my right, in the white coat, is that Dennis Murphy?
Yes,
it does look like Dennis.
Yeah, that's Big Dog.
Is that Pat Reed next to him?
No, that's Mandy.
Dennis Murphy's. It looks a bit like Pat Reed.
I don't remember his one.
Pete, I think what you need to,
no,
is that picture on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
put that picture on WhatsApp, and I can expand it then.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Okay.
I was just
places I think I can see.
There's Manchester Mick.
Where?
Right on the left-hand side.
I see him. Very far left.
Yeah.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Then Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mickey Wallace. Yeah.
I can't remember. Then it's Susan Sanders's brother, who's no longer with us.
Which?
Oh,
one is.
No,
Yeah,
this is John. This is John.
Was there
the one that's still alive is Keith, who lives in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, that's John. I don't know how he died, but he died quite young. Right. Then you got Christine Tozer, who married Bob Ralph. Anybody ever, the barman that's 2 away from her, he was a big Czechoslovakian lump. Nice guy, really nice guy.
Yeah.
They got married and left the sea.
Mm-hmm.
The guy in front with the moustache is Mick Nutter.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody saw with him?
Yeah. Mick Nutter was from the Oriana and Canberra, I think.
Yeah, I think he went to the ferries. Ellie Grant is next to him.
Yeah.
She was one of the first female barmen.
Ellie Grant, yeah, I know Ellie. She was on the Island Princess when we did the maiden voyage.
Yeah, she was, and she became a barman eventually, I think.
Oh right, okay, good.
Then there's Miss Wales,
right?
Which she unfortunately passed away. Then behind her is Terry Dykes.
Yeah.
Then there's Phil, me, and Ronnie Pond.
Martha.
Yeah. On to the very back.
Yeah,
I can see him now. Yeah.
In between Ronnie and Chili is Alfie 7.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you got Mandy.
Yes.
Then you got Big Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you got Derek Crook.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Derek. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
then you got the guy whose name I can't remember, and I was thinking, so God, he looks like Ollie.
No, he's got glasses.
And then the guy called Lawrence.
Yeah, don't know that one. Don't know.
No.
Pardon me.
Well, that's a good turnout there, Pete.
Yeah, I'll send that off to you, Colin.
Yeah, thank you.
Good name recollection there, Pete.
I've got several of these from different ships, especially the Princess ships. They used to take one coming down the staircase in the what do we have for the captain's cocktail parties on there?
Carousel Lounge.
Yeah, Carousel Lounge.
The Carousel.
And
the Pacific was the one with the staircase.
Party. For some reason, we all used to, that's that staircase that wound its way down between 2 decks. Yeah, I'll send them all over to you, Colin.
All right, thank you. Anybody?
Colin, is your email address still at ntworld.com?
No, I don't use that one. I haven't used it for a long time.
Can you send me your updated email address? Because I got quite a lot of pictures of you in.
I can. Who's on it? Right, Colin. What's my? Hang on, my email address is.
Just send it to me separately. You don't have to give it out on here if you don't want to.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure everybody.
Okay.
Well, I got to think what it is. Colin27 Doughty at googlemail.com.
That's not the one I've got either, Colin.
Isn't it? Okay.
No.
It is Colin27 Doughty.
Well, if you replay this
recording
at googlemail.com.
If you replay this recording, I've already given mine out, so you can have a look at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Save me trying to write it down again.
Yeah.
So what was the last part? It's at what?
Google Mail. googlemail.com.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All lowercase, of course.
Yeah.
Colin. Yeah, I've got that one. Google.com.
Yeah.
I just sent a couple to you, Dave. I wasn't sure if you were able to just throw them up just for Colin, but I don't. While we're talking, but
yeah.
Are you able to present?
Actually, possibly. Yeah, it might. It'll take me a little while, but I.
Oh well, then don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No. Later is fine. It's all right. I can pick them up all on the WhatsApp thing in the end.
Yeah.
I found 2 pictures right off the bat with you and a bunch of others in there that everybody.
Oh right, okay. I was lucky to pick up when we went to see Noel and Tinker.
Hello,
I
son.
was lucky to pick. No, Tinker had pictures of me I'd never even known had been taken.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It was lovely.
And
So
Hilda,
I've got those in line to print as well.
Hilda, would you like the one picture that we've all found of you?
Go on.
We've got.
He's
Right.
waiting with bated breath.
And it was during the cruise show.
Is that the one that the ring my bell?
Even you don't know it's yourself inside, but it is you.
And it wasn't very many people did know at the time, other than those that was in the show. I think.
Ring my bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Terry Russell, wasn't it, in the front, chief officer, that I flopped to a tit cell at him.
Hey, no, Scotty, who's come up behind you now?
All right. Well, the lady on this other side.
Yeah. The one with the dog
is Big Val.
Oh, Big Val. Okay.
Right, that's Dave Shotton, isn't it?
And Dave Shotton's on the other end.
Yes.
And I'm
Dave
standing
Shotton.
there next to Val. And behind me is Kathy Jackson. She was a PRS on the Pacific.
Where was this taken, Scotty?
That's up the coast from San Pedro. The older lady there is a passenger that we had on board, and she invited us all to her house overlooking marine land that used to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. There's a few memories coming now. Brendan's coming up now with a younger version of Brendan.
Who's that?
There he is.
Robbie.
Who's the guy?
Robbie Robertson.
Yeah. That was when I was working on Northlink ferries, and I was with a guy called Eddie Harrison, and we worked on a ship called the Yatland, which used to run from Scrabster in the north of top of Scotland up to Stromness and Orkney. And Robbie used to travel over every week. He'd go to the mainland shopping and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And he lived at a place called Coyloo, which is just taken at his house. And it was just the most beautiful spot. He looked right out over the Pentland Firth and Orkney. It was just wonderful. But very sadly, Robbie died about a year or two after this photo was taken. I don't know the exact circumstances, but he was in great form that day. We sat up there, and Eddie was Eddie Harrison. Some of you may remember him. Worked on many of the cruise ships as a public room steward, a restaurant waiter. I've tried to get him to come on, but he's a busy lad, and I think he may have forgotten about it now. But we had a wonderful day there with Robbie, and it was really a nice day. After we sort of swung the lamp a bit.
Was Robbie from where you were?
He was an Orcadian, yeah.
How the hell did he manage to get in the Merchant Navy? Not that it makes any difference.
Well, a lot of the Orcadians and the Shetlands, they're all fantastic seafaring background. They're all the islands and stuff. So that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Didn't Johnny Dearness, the larder cook on the old Oriana, he came up from somewhere up there, didn't he? Anybody know him? Remember him?
John Dearness, yeah.
He come from somewhere up there, I believe, in one of the islands, Wyoke Islands.
one of the girls on Hebridean Princess, Doreen, she'd been with Princess Cruises and P&O years before, but she was obviously after our time, but she actually did sail with Oscar when he was still at sea as barman, you know, on his latter years. She was a PRS.
Right, thank you.
But can you see behind me, you can only recognise for sure one in the
That's Dave Hartwell.
Correct, it is. And then to my, this side, or they do this one first. This one, can you guess who that is?
Can't.
Nevin.
Is that Manchester Mick?
No, it's Brian Hume.
Oh, Brian Hume, yeah, Brian.
You know, I can't remember Brian Hume with a moustache.
Yeah,
he did.
And then this one, although you can't see him by the size of him, can anybody give an idea who that
Bob Vowles?
Not Big
Bobby
Jeffrey.
Vowles?
It was Fruity. Bob Vowles.
What a picture.
Great guy. Oh,
What a lovely guy.
unbelievable.
So sad when he passed away.
Seriously. Yeah, we were lucky to have seen him as recent as we did.
Well, we saw him about 6 weeks before, Dave, didn't we? And somewhere I've got a photograph of us all. There's him, Barry Bennett, you, me, I think Leggy,
yeah,
Munson, maybe Bacon.
and Bacon, yeah.
Yeah. I went to Bobby's funeral.
Oh, I say lucky guy. It was so sorry to lose him so quickly.
Yeah.
It was a Canberra reunion on the Oriana.
I thought you were still sleeping downstairs. I never went down there.
It was the Canberra, wasn't it? Or was it on the Oriana, Fruity?
It was Oriana. It was a Canberra reunion on the Oriana for lunch.
On a turnaround day or whatever. Yeah.
Love that picture in your background, Ray.
I know. I just
picture.
figured out how to add pictures in the background, so I'll
Right.
put another one. I'll put different ones up each week from now
Oh,
on.
well done, Ray. Well done. Yeah, that's good. Hey, now, Brendan.
That's the Sun Princess, isn't it?
Who's that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah.
it.
Can anyone recognise who that is with me?
Is it Fraser?
Yeah.
Right.
It is Fraser.
Yeah, he's got white hair
Yeah, but we don't recognise him without the beard.
and that white moustache. When I first saw him after all those years, my reaction, excuse my French, was "Fuck me, it's Mr. Pastry." He's just the same.
Richard Hearn.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Love it. Good.
Did he used to do the Gay Gordons?
Who, Fraser?
Well, that's what Mr. Pastry used to do.
He lived down the road from you, John.
There you go. Here's a different one.
Yeah. What's that? Where's that?
That's in Victoria, in
Esquimalt.
Oh,
Yeah.
blimey, where's that?
Dry Dock.
Now, who've you
Oh,
got
Dry
there
Dock.
then?
Oh, in Victoria. Yeah, okay.
Donuts. Is that donut number second from
Yeah.
the left?
Yeah, that's Colin.
Yeah.
It is. Bloody hell.
Fraser, Malcolm,
Des Grundy.
Dave Bushby, Des Grundy.
Yeah, the big scene.
Yeah.
Malcolm Comley.
Yeah.
We had some good times in the Dry Dock in Victoria.
I love
bloody hell, did
Victoria.
we
It's
ever?
good.
Did any
place
of you
to
ever
be.
go to the restaurant called I think it was called the Dingle House? And it was an old Victorian house that had been turned into a restaurant, and there was different rooms with the restaurants sort of thing. Anyway, we went there one night towards the end of the Dry Dock. There was quite a few of us. I think Phil was there and Jamie Darlow. I think it was about a dozen of us. Paul Ray, the shop manager, and Jamie Darlow, the maitre d', was there. Well, they've got a lot of old furniture and bits and pieces there. And when we go in there, there's Jamie Darlow. He's pulling out drawers of the Chester thing there. They got there, looking at the bottom, putting them back, and making comments about how old it was, and turning chairs upside down and looking at the bottom of them. Anyway, we've sat down, we've had our dinner, and coffee comes up in these rose patterned teacups, sort of Victorian type things. So Jamie Darlow said to this German waitress, who we knew quite well from previous visits, he said, "Oh, I'm surprised you're using these." He said, "It's very difficult to get these." So she said, well, that's funny. We just pick the phone up and order them when we want them. So she said, by the way, she said, I see you've been looking at the furniture and telling everybody how old it is. Could you tell me my age? She turned around and threw her dress up over her backside and showed her knickers to him.
And
Did his wig fall off, John?
I think it just went up a bit.
Colin, I don't know if you remember this, but I don't know if you remember this, Colin, but you took me for my very first Caesar salad in
Did
Nanaimo.
I really?
Yeah.
In where?
You were all excited. We went out for dinner to this fancy restaurant, and you were telling me we were going to have Caesar salad, and they made it at the table. I'd never had it before, and now Caesar salad is a big part of our diet.
God, I'll tell you what, Ray, you got a better memory than I have, mate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, well, he's about 40 years younger than us, which is annoying. Isn't it?
I had my first Kentucky Fried Chicken on Vancouver Island with Gizzy. Yeah, we drove out to Nanaimo. And
I've just had a message
stopped at the Kentucky.
From Steve, Steve Watts down in the crew bar, down Aussie Crew Bar. Steve Watts. He's apologising because he's the only one that will come in more often than not from down under for the UK Crew Bar. So can we all just give a wave and a hello to Steve?
Aston Villa fan.
Can he not, Dave? Can't he get in?
No, he can't. But the message is he did try. And he's now, he said, sorry, the link hasn't worked for me this morning. A bit late washing my hands anyway. So we'll catch up next week. Because he usually comes in when he wakes up in the middle of the night to go to the loo. He then comes online. All right. He always reminds
As you do.
And he always washes his hands. So it's all right. But he said he said have a good one and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I did send the link with a passcode as well on there. So, or you did, one of us did.
Yes, we did. But we'll try again. We'll see what happens for next week. Well, we'll do next week because Pete and I will be there together. Yeah.
Yeah, not me.
Not you.
No.
But Fruity's going playing golf in Spain next week. For those who didn't hear earlier.
Where are you going, Fruity? Somewhere exclusive like Valderrama or something?
No, we're staying in Fuengirola.
Okay.
We're playing a Santa Maria.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Santa Maria, Santa Clara, Marbella Golf and Country Club, Guadalajara and Torre Quebrada.
Blimey, that's some golf holiday.
Yeah, but I don't know how much golf I'll play with my arthritis, to be honest, Brendan.
I've lost your picture.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Gone, Dave.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's happened there. I'm still here, I can assure you.
Fruity,
we can hear you.
Have you just put the washing in?
It's fallen over the camera.
He's got an underpants blackout.
I don't know what's happened there.
Oh, there's the UJ bar.
Yeah, UJ bar. There it's with who's behind the bar and who's in front of the bar.
Is that Leslie John?
It is.
Really, Leslie John, is it?
Yeah, Leslie.
Oh, is that Leslie John in front of the bar? Yeah, Leslie John and the leg girls.
And the Colonel behind the bar, is it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
No burgers, so it must have been taken in the afternoon or the morning.
Oh yeah, definitely afternoon. I think it was a quiet session. After the burger lunch bar.
I remember you in there, Dave, playing Crocodile Rock on that piano. We were going through a hurricane, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
I remember going up there one term with Malcolm Pierce at lunchtime, checking on the hamburgers. Of course, we had to have a drink. And, of course, you know what Malcolm's like when he's had a couple of drinks. And Henry Higgins started appearing sort of thing, ha, 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 Henry Higgins. And, of course, I'm just stood there at the bar and there's all the passengers there sort of looking and everything. Of course, when it gets to the bit when the guns go or whatever it was, and I'm banging the counter like this sort of thing, and it was quite embarrassing afterwards, really. But anyway, that was just a an instance with Malcolm and his Henry Higgins song.
I got stuffed in the garbage can when I worked at the Union Jack bar, and I think, Dave, you were there, but I can't remember exactly who was there. But
yeah, actually, I remember that.
Donut, we were there, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did we do that to you, Ray? I don't know why we did that.
Because we used to stop at 7:30 when it closed. We used to sit out there and have a drink. There was never anybody around. We'd have a drink. The shutters would go across, and one time, you guys stuffed me into a garbage can, like I was folded double in there. I couldn't get out, and then you lifted the garbage can up and put it on the burger press behind, so I couldn't even rock myself out. Yeah. And then you went outside and started having drinks and left me in there yelling like, "Let me out, you buggers!"
And it wasn't even your turn in the barrel.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, God, your memory is far better than mine, Ray. It really
is. I remember all kinds of things.
I
Crazy.
a picture of that. I don't. If I've got it, I'll put it up on the thing. I remember seeing a picture of it. You know, now you've mentioned it.
Well, I have a picture of me in a garbage can, and on a different occasion, on a country and western night.
Oh well.
So
say no more. That was another good night. That one.
Obviously, it was something you liked, then, Ray.
Yeah, obviously.
What was very lucrative was when they brought the casino into the Union Jack bar in the evenings.
Yes.
And you got stuck up there to go and serve drinks and everything.
Yeah.
And the dropses were great. They used to give you these casino tokens, you know.
Yeah.
And Eddie was the pit boss.
The pit boss, yes, he was. Yeah.
And I think Tinker worked.
Yes,
at that time.
Yeah.
And they later on, I think they all got busted or something. I think Sammy Bradford had something to do with it. It was
the cards. I think it was without
the number of cards missing out the shoe, weren't there?
I think it was Eddie that was doing the business.
But it was a nice little learner. You used to go up there in the evenings after working in the UJ bar, and you'd get rostered in to do one night or two nights. But it soon became a nice little learner, you know, because you're serving drinks at the tables and they would throw these casino chips at you and you'd get $5-10 tips.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
But you know, the UJ bar, we all know that worked there. The UJ bar was a really busy bar. You know, lunchtimes was manic, and I was PRS when Donut was there. Probably with Bonbon, and we were
Martha
up the wall, and Donut
completely up the wall, David, as we were always up the wall.
He sent me round to the locker by the stairwell, you know, that led up to the Starlight Lounge, you know, the locker. He said, go round there, because all the, you know, the Coke and the 7-Up was all, you know,
the syrup stuff,
syrup,
post-mix stuff.
For the tanks, for the and he sent me round there for a gallon of soda syrup. And I was in, and I was genuinely looking for it. And I thought, and then all of a sudden it just, you know, bang on my head. I thought, what the? And I went back round. I said, what the? And of course, they're all screeching. By which time, I'm now up the wall because the orders I've got are all waiting to be served, and it was a good time. Yeah.
We actually could have a Union Jack bar special because there's so many stories around the Union Jack bar that. Yeah.
I think that was one of the best pool bars. I worked in several pool bars at sea. And I put that up there with them. I mean, that was a great pool bar to work in.
Yeah,
definitely. I agree. Yeah.
It used to close in the evenings.
Yeah.
Yes, you used to close at
7:30.
Oh, 7:30. Yeah.
Then you'd run ashore.
Oh, it was great.
You didn't have to go to another bar then. You was finished.
No, not very often. Unless you got a casino.
It was when they put the casino in, when the ship sailed. Yeah, one of us had to go back to the bar and stay there till midnight, I think, wasn't it, Brendan?
When did they put the casino in? I don't remember that.
Yeah, they put 4 tables in right in the middle of the floor. There were 4 tables, and it was quite innovative at the time because they had the fruit machines, but they'd never had anything like it before.
Blackjack tables, wasn't they?
Because the fruit machines went in the area at the back that used to be the table. There used to be two table tennis tables there.
And then
that was just outside the door, wasn't it, John? I think.
But, yeah, that was Spirit of London when it was at the table tennis tables there, because we didn't do buffies every day in those days, and that's where we used to do the buffy, in that room. It was all cleared out, and we used to have the buffy the full length of the room.
But they used to do buffies in the UJ bar as well. I remember them in the UJ bar.
I don't remember.
And then they wrecked. They wrecked
Island Night. Island Night.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been after I left. I left in 82, I think it was. I left.
This is when I was there. I remember them. They used to have them on the outside deck. They'd have an Island Night, and they'd have the tables rigged up with grub, and we'd have to.
I don't remember that.
They actually built a new bar on the dance floor in Drydock one year, and then it kind of wrecked it after that. There was a whole new bar built in the center of the dance floor, and then the back was just used as a burger bar after that. Yeah.
Really?
I think all that happened after I left. I don't remember any of that. Not when I was there.
Yeah.
I know they put the Wendy House on the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
there was a Wendy House and the built.
That was there quite a while actually before.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's gone 8 o'clock, I believe.
Hey,
Thanks
for
that hour's gone quick.
Colin. Cheers for that.
Quarter past.
Oh, right. Well, before where's Pete? He keeps coming and going, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He is disappeared at this moment.
He is, if he has. Well, look, what we better do, because Colonel, as we know, although he's bobbing around, he'll only get upset if we don't wave, and then whatever will happen. Next week, obviously, we've got there'll be the Aussie Crew Bar in the morning, and we've got the obviously UK. Is there any more? No more Oscars at the moment, is there, Fruity? Because he's busy at the cathedral.
No, nothing at all. No. And obviously, because the Colonel's away, he can't put any of the old ones back up, because it was suggested that he put some of the old ones that you did for those that have come in since and won't have seen them.
Right.
But
no,
we'll just have to leave it.
Leave it. The longer the better, because the quality of the early day recordings is not like the ones you do, Fruity.
Thank you, David.
That's all right. Pleasure. Hey, Pete, thanks for getting the photos back up. We're just about to wave goodbye to Colonel. Are you there, Pete?
Yeah, he's been putting some great pictures up.
Yes, he has. Can you hear us, Pete?
He's frozen.
Yeah. They just dropped out the whole lot.
Broken.
Ollie, can you just...
Yeah. They just dropped out the whole lot.
Hey, Pete, you'll love the recording. All right? Hey, so look, everybody, we'll start waving and we'll wish goodbye to everyone, and we'll see you all next week. And thanks for coming in.
And what you're going to do, wave your knickers in the air.
Make sure you're not showing the skid marks.
Oh, don't. Give it clean now.
All right,
Bye-bye.
boys.
All right then, guys.
Okay, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Oh dear, it's all disappeared. And Raymondo's got. Oh, cheers, Ray.
Cheers, thank you.
Take care.
Cheers, Ray.
Take care. Brilliant.